So the getting of the plates and the pink slip in California for this truck is definitely turning out to be a little bit of a saga. So the VIN lady came round this morning, filled out the form, super happy, super nice lady, and she was like, "Well, AAA, can be a bit of a pain. The definitely sticklers over the details." I was like, "Fair enough, but it's only a form, so everything should be fine." Um, and lo and behold, I get down to AAA. And the girl behind the desk was so gleeful in letting me know that the form was incomplete that, I didn't get wound up because I've got to keep them on side. But so I had to go back home. Basically, there was like two pieces of information, like the model number F250 and I don't know, and like two or three boxes with crosses. But the girl was being such a Nazi at AAA that I didn't want to go to the parking lot, take the boxes, and then come back in because she'd be like, "Yeah, where have you just been?" So I had to get the VIN verification lady back down. She took the boxes, and now we're on our way back. Fingers crossed. Today is a great day indeed because we got registration and plates. Ha ha ha! She is officially registered in California now. We're all good, we're all verified, the pink's on its way. So now we can do away with this frame. So my plan is, I have some wheel dollies to take these wheels off, drop the axle onto the dolly so I can move it around in here, somehow create some space at that side, move everything over to that side, and then get the engine hoist. And I've looked on a few YouTube videos where they get a piece of wood, big piece of wood inside the cab and lift it up on the inside. So that's the plan. It's pretty late in the day and I drank too much yesterday, so it's a late start. Yeah, so that's the plan. That's the plan. So I suppose, as we always say, let's get on. So as I'm stripping this truck down more and more, I constantly mull over in my mind what I want to do with it, what frame I want to put under it. As I've said a few times, it's going to be Explorer or Ranger. And I definitely think I'm leaning more towards Ranger. I want to keep this truck for myself, so I definitely want it to be a starting point, after which it will be modified in time as I use it. But yeah, I really think I'm going to lean towards Ranger. I'll give you an idea why now. So we're now heading into the expensive side of the yard where they keep all the good stuff, all the old stuff, and everything after 2000. So we're looking for a 98 or newer Ford Ranger because that's got the front suspension that I want. So I shall keep looking. Here's the Mazda version of a Ranger, which is perfect, apart from the fact that the A-pillar is about a foot too far in. Damn it. Lovely jubbly. So this is exactly what we want. So this is a 98 onward Ranger, and the front suspension is coilovers, which is awesome, sway bar. Beautiful. So that's exactly what we need, and it's nice and straight. So we'll take some measurements. So this is total happy days because the inside of A-pillar to inside of A-pillar on the F250 is, I think, 58 inches, and this is under 54. So this will totally fit underneath. Good stuff. So here as well on the top of the F250 there's a real straight edge, which there is on this as well, which is awesome. And the edge of the seam on the F250, there's a vertical seam, there's a horizontal seam, and then there's a vertical seam in between. That was like 53 3/4, and this is like, when I pushed it right to the end, is like 55. And there's room on both sides. Oh, we can totally fudge this. Happy days. So I'm gonna say with a resounding yes that the Ranger is a go. There's a good few inches either side, A-pillar and B-pillar. Game on. I like it. I like the front coilover. I don't like torsion bars. Game on. Happy days. And look at that. A true lowrider. So, all the cab mounts are all undone from the frame, wherever they are. There they are. So they're done on both sides. This one, let's turn on some lights, is completely rusted out, so that is fine. And then that bolt was rusted out too, so that isn't going to cause any problems. Got the cover off for the transmission, which is looks like he's had a slight oil leak at one point in his life. And then because the steering column is actually attached to the steering box, and I'm not going to need the firewall or anything like that, I cut it all out for now. I'm going to be going bigger than that, that's why it looks completely hacked up. I'm going to be taking the cuts up to this level and that level because everything's nice and square. We love nice and square. So I needed the trucking cab to be lowered down because I'm going to be lifting it with the engine hoist. So I needed it to be a little lower, so we've put it on the dollies, on the actual drums, and then I'm going to run down to Home Depot now, get a piece of wood that can slide into the roof, and then I'll be able to lift it up with the engine dolly. So tomorrow, the engine crane, tomorrow they shall be separated, they shall be two, never to meet again. What be this alien dampeth that falleth from the sky? God damn, it really does make my working area a lot smaller. So, can't get this camera too wet. So we pulled the truck over to the side, got her over as far as I can. Engine hoist is there, plank of wood's in. So I'm going to push that plank of wood up against the roof. Hopefully lift it up, spin it, and everything will go fine and smoothly, as obviously it will. Hope you can see this. So, let's give it a go. Got to extend the arm. I always do that, I get way overexcited and to do the big thing and forget the small things. So, it doesn't feel great to be lay underneath the actual cab when it moves quickly. We're still alive, just. I think it is time for frame out. You always forget that the legs are under the frame, so you can't get the frame out until the cab's off. Okay, so we're now touching on the garage door thingy. Still alive. Now, as always, we have the hill to deal with. I don't know how freely that these wheels are going to run. So you as the viewer maybe get wiped out in a second when this hightails it down the driveway. Shit. So it gets a head of steam. I don't want it to clip the edge of the actual engine hoist because that'll just it could go very wrong. Everything's under control, like 98% under control, but that 2%, huge. Game on. Right now, if I pull this down, the front may shoot up straight into my wife's car. Let's hope it doesn't. Oh no, 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 no. Okay. Before my own safety comes my wife's car. It's about a foot away right now. Shh, don't tell. What I didn't want to happen just happened. This tying to the tree didn't work at all. Okay, so all we've got to do now, push it back uphill sideways and then up that second hill. Back at it. This now has to go in there. Up this hill and up that hill too. Definitely don't need to go to the gym today, that's for sure. Okay, right now I'm about halfway through the chopping. There's just no way I can get it in on my own. I'm gutted. A few people have told me it's not worth anything anyway, but I did want to save it. But such life. It's now a 53 F250 go-kart. Damn it. I think plan B is to get it back in the garage and chop it down some more. Do you ever think your day couldn't get any worse? Okay, official attempt to beast mode. Let's get it back inside. Job done. Probably going to take about $500 worth there with putting back to shit. We're going to take $500 worth of physical therapy to put my back together, but I can clear here, which is the most important part. So right now, this is inside. That's the main thing. Can do a bit of a clean up, look socially acceptable, and then the cab is now on axle stands, so that's fine. That's there. I've got to order some repair panels for the sills and the A-pillar now. I can move this back a little bit now. I can get the engine crane underneath here, and I can lift the flathead and the transmission off the frame, and then split them two. So time for. I need a drink. I'm not gonna have one yet though. Clean up, and I'm gonna go inside, set some Craigslist ads, and probably edit this stuff up, I would think, because I'm physically kind of spent. So if this is the end of an episode, which it may well be, thanks for watching. See you next time.